welcome back. I know it's been a few weeks, but as you can tell, a lot of things have grown since then. Big time. And everything's going pretty well. I haven't seen anything dead yet. But you always expect something dead, you know. I did have to pull a couple of radishes over there because they're bolting, but I'll show you. They're looking good though. Look at this thing. Got the flowers down there. There you go. All right. Got the bees fighting over the flowers, squash flowers this morning. Got black bees and honey bees. They seem to have a little clashing down there. See ya. I want to come up and nudge them off of there. But the jalapenos, this one on this side, have been doing pretty well. I pulled probably about 100 off. Got some more growing on down here. Good size. That's heavy. Got a good sized bowl in the house. I'm gonna pick some out today. The rest of these big ones like this. If you ever pick jalapenos or any kind of pepper, just pull up and they come right off. Don't go yanking your pepper plants. Let's see if I can get another one. Here's another one. See how they've got good weight to them. When they're ripe, they'll pop right off of there. Look at that. That's how you do it. Look at that. Nice poppers right there. All right. They're doing good. Habaneros looking kind of rough, but you know they're growing. But I think what this area, I don't think they like a lot of water. And this area gets a lot of water. So, but they are making though. The habaneros forming out there. Look at that one. I have to figure out what this is. I had these before, you know, this little weird looking leaf drops, drops and coloration on these. But I think it's the water. Had a lot of rain last weekend. And, this area I might have to just take this mulch out so they can dry out the roots maybe. The squash over here, zucchini, is huge now, closing in. They were actually the same size as the crooked neck squash, but they come to a sale. Like, let's say that's a 6-pack, there'd be 12 in there, but I cut the other one out, planted it, and I think that helped the growth. Getting the male flowers stems coming in. Usually they come in before the female does. Over here is the experimental area, the junk area. These are doing very well. Untopped peppers, green. Even got some habaneros on here growing, I want to say. Yep. Got them down there. A couple jalapenos growing. Over here I got 2 Tabascos. And squash has decided to come back. I threw him in there and he came on back. So, leave it at that. Do what they want to do, I guess, huh? The asparagus beans looking pretty good. They're starting to crawl up this, got a little trellis, makeshift trellis. Crawl up here and get on this gate. Probably go through the gate. Maybe neighbors can get some beans. Squash is doing, not squash, but the cucumbers. Look at this thing. They're going everywhere now. First I was skeptical because they had a rough, I planted them early. They had it rough in the shade, but look at them now. Started even got a cucumber over here. Market more cucumbers. I wonder if I got any more in here somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't want to disturb them. Let's let them keep going. Look at big leaves, man. They're doing real good. More asparagus beans going up. Oh. See what happens, man. I don't want to get smashed up in there, but they'll find a way out. Here's the radish area. They bolting. Here's some of my transplants I did a while back of the flowers. How high they get. These are where the seeds come from. The flower drop off and these pods that grow. See the pods? And they get filled up with seeds and you dry them out and you plant radishes. It ain't took long for these. A couple weeks. Nah, say a couple months really, because I hadn't been around for a while. The other ones I took out, they were big and good, but I forgot them on the table and they wound up drying out, wrinkling up on me. These right here, I found out, these aren't no chocolate beauties. They can't be, because look at this. It looks like a pimento or something. It was shiny, or it could be cherry bombs. But they look like pimento to me. They're not chocolate beauties. They kind of labeled wrong, as usual over there. Oh, nothing like a bell pepper. Carrot I had here, I took them up. I'll show you a picture here, down here in the corner. First carrot, I was curious because in here I had a little tiny carrot, and I said, let me pull this big one up. Sure enough, it was probably about a good 4 inches or so, 3 inches. I don't know, about 4, almost 5 inches. It's a good sized little carrot, pretty round. So it's good enough for, fry up in something, cooking something, chop it up in a dish, whatever. These Better Boys are doing pretty well, clustering up pretty nicely, staying around looking. I would definitely be buying these again. Carrots up in there. Another clip right here. And yellow squash is doing good over here. Got a lot of flowers, a lot of bees going in there. I thought I reduced them down to 2, but I didn't. So let them do their thing. The banana peppers, you got the same kind of situation. But they came from they had to go back to the Stone Age months ago. But I mulched this area with some clippings. I have to weed it out again. Don't want them weeds getting in there and taking your stuff up. So here's the difference. Here's a bell pepper right here. See how that looks? Not smooth at all. So I think it's a pimento. There's pimentos right here. I had to clip these out. I'm just trying to get the shoots, because look at the leaves, they just don't look good. So now we're getting new shoots over here, so they're gonna be a while before they get anything. The rest of them are doing pretty well. Can't complain. Hopefully it gets better. Got the serranos. Then I ate a few serranos. Look at him, he came back, look at that. And he was down to the dirt. Get some serranos. Here's a serrano. Pull those off. 2 of them off. Yeah. Look at that. Nice size serranos. Got eggplants that are coming along with Ichibans. Very good. Already cooked a few of them since the last video. Last video I had 1, but I done tore them up. And then I had 2 of them. Tore them up too. Throw them in that squash and onions eggplant, or just cook it with some eggs and eggplant, top it with eggplant. Over here we got peppers smell good, man. We got the Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Scorpion, or chocolate Reapers. We got that one I think is a Trinidad Scorpion, but there's one in here is a Caribbean Red. Hopefully I got it and didn't die on me, because I had 2 right there where I got Tabasco and they died. Oh, the sun took them out. Look at this one. This is a marigold, I want to say. The way the flower looks. I could be wrong. They trying to trick me last time. It looked like marigold leaf. It smelled like marigold. Definitely smell like marigold. The leaf itself has a fragrance. It's just it smells good, but it smells like it's, I don't know. You probably use a perfume. That's how potent it is. You can probably rub it on you, and it smells good, but it don't smell good. You know? I don't know. I can't explain it. Oh yeah, the banana pepper got some bananas down there. Look at that. Onions. I don't know about these things. I don't think they're gonna bulb. I think the cold maybe shocked them or something. I don't know. Not enough nutrients. They look good, But the bulbs, I done took 2 of them up to, test them out, see what it look like. They look like giant leaks. So you're probably just gonna have some leaks out of these. Cut some up, put in some ramen. The other one I could put up in a burger. I'll show you the burgers right here, a little clip I made. I was gonna throw it on Instagram, but still might, I don't know. Might keep this one on this video. Yeah, the eggplants are doing well, growing and making more eggplants. These cayennes, doing pretty good. I hope they just don't get stringy because where they're at, because we got that flower right there, and hey, just in that, in the area. I didn't plan it too well. It's my kind of first year with full, most of us, raised beds. So looking good, man. Looks like a little garden out here now. Look at this thing, man. Oh, y'all see that cucumber over here? That one got one too. How about that? And these are more serranos, looking good. I topped them off, but they sprouted so quick that they look like they have a couple branches on it, and then boom, they got a bunch of branches on it. That's looking good. We got the loquat tree this year. I noticed a big change on it. Maybe I get some fruit by the end of the year, or some flowers on it. But I have noticed a lot of more branches, coming out of the cuts. And I might propagate some of these things, if I said it right, propagate or whatever. No. But here's what I'm going to do. I get some root hormone. You cut this off, cut all these main leaves off, and you cut this branch off, shave it a little bit, dip it in some hormone, and transplant in a pot. In about a month or so, you probably get some roots. So I'm gonna do some experimenting one day with this branch, that branch, cut them off, plant them. 'Cause I like to have these all around the yard. Good, they're good for all year. Green. They don't really drop too much leaves, and good fruit. Loquat tree, and they grow actually pretty quick. If you get them established in the ground, they grow pretty quick. This one right here is probably, I want to say 2020. So they go from it takes them 2 to 7 years to get fruit. So hopefully I can get mine and get a little quicker. But I think the clippings, if you cut off the plant that has the fruit from a clipping, it's better from being from a seed, because this is from seed and it takes that long to make the fruit. But I think from a clipping is another story. Hopefully, I'm probably gonna do them branches and probably that one. But they like to sprig off like a myrtle tree, grow more branches. So that's a good thing. So you can make a bunch of trees out of one tree, really. You can cut this down to here and it will sprout more branches. But let's go check out the pumpkin. Before we get over to the pumpkin, here's what the little well looks like, the little prop I got over here. That's all the meadow flowers are planted. I take pictures and video from time to time of this little thing, but I'll do a picture after this. Looking good. Nice bouquet of wild flowers. They're growing as seeds. Got the seeds right there. There's this old lady a long time ago. Her name is Miss Hall. Back in the day, when I was a kid. We lived in a neighborhood, and she grew a lot of flowers in her yard. And I used to go over there and run around, play ball, and ball go up in the flowers, and mess up some flowers. She get pissed off. But got to meet her pretty well, and she told tells you how flowers, especially I don't know what flowers they were, but like marigold and stuff like this, flower head usually contains all the seeds, and she showed me how to take the seeds out, stuff like that, and that junk just sticks with you. Let's see what this is. Oh, it looks dried out. Looks like it's done. So I'll pull that out of there. But yeah, you can basically continue on the growth with your own seeds, you know, as they dry out. That's a whole bunch of them. It fall down in there and make some more flowers. They're looking good, huh? And you can just put your head in and it just smells like perfume in there. But that's nice. All right, let's go see the pumpkin. But first, before we get to the pumpkin, got this other loquat tree, and I clipped this to do an experimental like a graft. I failed, but I felt like I was hurting the tree, so I took it back out because the limb died, you know, and it done restored itself. And this one's doing the same thing. It has these attract a lot of ladybugs. See? Ladybug down there eating that monster. I guess it's eating that little bug. These trees attract a lot of ladybugs. The other one got ladybugs on it. Some more branches coming out. And that's what you want in the garden, really, because these things they're like a bulldozer coming through eating the aphids. Ants will do it too. They eat the eggs. Okay, now we're getting to the pumpkin, lastly. But here it is. Pumpkin number 1. Hope you don't get drilled in or ate by something. Looking good. Look at these big old flowers. It's a male flower. I wonder if you can eat them. You probably can eat them. Over here we got another pumpkin. Pumpkin number 2. And this is from my seeds from my pumpkin for Halloween. I didn't do no Halloween pumpkin this year. I just threw it in the garden when it got kind of rotted up, and let the seeds do what they want to do. I took it out of the garden for this reason, so because they climb. Look at this thing. This is coming out of here. So I might ease up on some of them. Get at least one more pumpkin. Start cutting back some stuff, fertilizing it so the pumpkins can grow big. Stuff like that. Oh, that's the end of the garden video. Maybe in a few weeks I can see what else we got out here going. I gotta do some pool work. Let me show you the pool. All right, here's my my project. My wife makes me do this every year. You know, they might get 2 hours of swim time in it, but this year has been a task. It's been hard to clean it, even with coagulator. It hasn't been. Last year I didn't have no problems like this, so I'm draining it. I gotta build this out. The rest of this year, excuse my language, I gotta build out because my pump, I don't have no pump to get down there. So my bucket, elbow grease, and dump power, get it out there, scrub it all down, scrub the vacuum. I do have a wet vac. I can get in there and do some stuff, clean it out, get it ready again. So that's what I got going. Ollie over there eating the dang sticks and everything else. Isn't that right? Look at you. Look at you. Come here. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. All right. And I'll see y'all later. Next time. Oh, hold on. Before we go. Here's some more pretty flowers. Look. See y'all out of here. Look at this. And look at that garden. Plant a garden. Bye.